Recording is a pain, but it's fun. Made a few mistakes there. Yeah, it's difficult. Luckily, we can do lots of takes. But I am recording a song, one of my old tunes from way back. I'm going to re-record it because it never really got a good. It never got a good fighting chance to get recorded properly. So I'm going to do it down here in my little studio, and with some help of a couple friends, we're going to get a great tune out of this, hopefully. So cheers. And I think it's fair to say that that's homebrew related, because homebrewed music, right? You make your own music, it's homebrew. You make your own beer, it's homebrew, right? Okay, maybe that's stretching a little bit. Cheers, guys. That is a little undercarbonated, and it's very murky. I just kegged it last night, so it hasn't had a chance to settle yet, and the carbonation needs to be adjusted. But it's very good. It's basically I've done it before many times. It's a Cooper's IPA, and I added 1 ounce of Cascade hops for 10 minutes. Was it 10 minutes? I boiled some dry malt extract, and I put the hops in there too for 10 minutes. And I just added it to the beer. Very nice. Great thing to do. If you want to try working with hops, that's the best, really easiest way to do it, is to just boil some up for 10 minutes. If you want to put some dry malt extract in with the boil, it'll help a little bit. You'll get a slight amount of bittering properties out of it. But you will get the flavor of the hops. And I've got lots of hops here that I've got to use because some very fine, nice people sent me some. So I got lots to play around with. I'm just going to put that over there. So, what have we got this week? Well, I haven't done anything much brewing-wise. I did make a brewing video, which I told you I was going to have it out by now, but I forgot that I had to dry hop the batch. So I wanted to get that on the video too. So I haven't finished editing it yet. So I apologize, but it is coming. It's a honey pumpkin beer. So we'll see how that works out. I did a mixed berry cider, and from Mangrove Jack's, and the kit, and I've put it in the keg, and I've carbonated it, and we'll have a go at that at the end of the video. I'll pour a little bit. It'll show you what it looks like, and we'll try it. Okay, we'll see how that turned out. Now, got a little bit of you guys know John Palmer, right? Okay, remember, you if you're a home brewer, you have to know who John Palmer is, right? He wrote amongst other books, he wrote the book called How to Brew, and I haven't read the whole thing just yet, but it smells good. But I plan to. If you're getting into home brewing, why not grab a copy? It's not expensive on Amazon.com. And you Americans, you get free shipping, or whatever you get down there. It cost me $10 to get that up here from Amazon.com. But anyway, so you should really pick up a handbook like that, because it's a good thing. It's a good reference book, and I think why not, right? Why not read some literature on home brewing from somebody who we all look up to. John Palmer. And a few days ago, I actually contacted John and through email, and I asked him if he would mind doing an interview with me, and he said he would like to do it. He replied to me. It was like a half an hour after I sent the message. He replied to me, and he said he'd be glad to. He said he's heard of me, and he's heard of me on YouTube, and he'd be glad to. So in about 3 weeks, because he's got something going on right now, he's not going to be free right away. In about three weeks, we're going to do a Homebrew Wednesday, and we're going to have John Palmer on via Skype, and we can interview him. Now, what I want to do, I mean, I'm acting like I'm not ecstatic about it. I am. I'm very excited and nervous. Very nervous. I'm not a professional interviewer, so I'll do my best. But so I'm going to try to keep calm. I'm going to have to make sure I have a beer in front of me because I'm going to be nervous. But what I want to do, since we've got a few weeks before this happens, is why not get a bunch of questions together from you guys? Now, the last time I asked for questions, I got over 200 questions. And, obviously, there's no way I'm going to be able to handle that many questions with John. I mean, we haven't really discussed the details at all. He just agreed to do it, and then we're going to leave it until he gets finished what he's doing. I presume I'll have him for maybe an hour on Skype. I'm thinking that's probably going to be the thing. So if that's the case, then we're only going to have time for a few, like 15 questions, maybe 20. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys to muster up your best questions, and things that you wouldn't. Things that you think are important and pertinent to brewing, things that you think us guys would like to ask John, because he's the man, right? And myself and another home brewer, which I will choose, will go through the questions and choose which ones we're going to use. I already know who I'm going to ask to do this, but I'm not going to mention it here. We'll go through the questions and we'll pick 20. And we'll prioritize them so that we get the best ones off the top, and we'll try to get through all of them as best we can. Okay? So there's no guarantee your question's going to be answered. Give it your best shot, okay? And good luck. I hope your question makes it into the pot, because it'd be really cool to ask John something. Of course, I'm lucky. I'm the guy who gets to talk to him and who interview him, and I got a few questions of my own. And, I'd like to have a dialogue with him. I don't just want to bang, 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 bang ask questions. I'd like to, talk to him and interview him and get, do a nice dialogue with him. That'd be awesome, and it's an honor for me to do that. So put your questions down below, and as I said, myself and another trusted home brewer will go through the questions, and we will decide together which ones we think we should ask. Okay? So that's the news, and I'm excited. Finally, I've been kind of planning this for a while, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to impose. I don't want to impose on the guy, but he is there to help. He does make himself, available and to help people. So I finally decided, the heck with it, I'll give it a whirl. So cool stuff. And so, obviously I had to make sure I had this book handy so we can show it as a thank you to him for doing this for us. And so I'll make sure that we promote that a little bit too. Okay, so that's that. What else? I don't have a lot. I don't. It's not like I brew every single week. I don't really have a lot going on. I don't really know what else to talk about. A few of the things that that I'd like to ask John. Some questions about water, because he's an expert on that. He did a whole book on water. I'd like to put that star sand question to John. The one where we talk about this all the time. If it's cloudy, does it still work? Is it still effective? And all that kind of thing. I want to hear what John has to say about that. I also like to, ask him about fruit and putting fruit in beer. I know a lot of you guys already do it, but I would like to get John's take on that. And I'd also like to probably ask him some questions about extract twang, or even what he thinks about the pre-hopped beer kits. What does he think about those? I don't know. I might not ask him that. I don't know yet, because that's we don't want to pick. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, because I'm sure there'll be a lot of great questions. So, well, back to this. Basically what I'm doing here is, there was a song that I did many years ago. The song is called Wonder What She's Doing. It's not a song that I've actually put out there because I don't really have a decent recording of it. We did go into a 24-track studio and record the song, and without me going into any gory details, it just didn't work out very well. It sucked. And I'm not going to take the blame for that. Somebody doesn't know what they're doing, so when it wasn't me. So we'll leave it at that. So I'm attempting to re-record it here today. So at the end of this video, I'll play something for you. Not that song, but I'll just make something up at the end so you can see how this piano sounds. It sounds pretty good. Okay? I'm going to get myself ready for that so that we're ready to go when that happens. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Well, what we're going to do now is I'm going to go get that cider, because I'm really, guys, I'm stuck for something to talk about this week. I really don't have anything other than to tell you that that's my first beer of the night, and also that I'm looking forward to the upcoming brewing videos that I'm going to be doing. As I've said, I've got a barley wine kit that I haven't done yet, which I hope to do that tomorrow, which means that you'll see another homebrew video coming up soon. And I've got another kit here that was sent to me. I can't remember precisely what it is, but it's another thing I could shoot some footage on. Yeah, I'm just pulling words out of my head here. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what to talk about. Why don't we go get a clean glass and we'll pour out that Mangrove Jack mixed berry cider, which I did. And let me just explain, okay? I thought something went wrong. And I showed you guys a couple weeks ago that I had a white film on top of it. Some of you said it was a pellicle, which is some sort of a infection. And that's quite possible. That's why we sanitize, and we're trying to avoid those kinds of things. But sometimes they happen, and I don't know why it happened or how, but it was some sort of an infection, but it didn't affect the taste of the cider. I don't think. I mean, I don't have anything to compare it to. I've never tasted this stuff, so maybe it's a little sour compared to what it would have been. I don't know. I've tasted it, and I'm telling you. Well, listen. I'll pause the video, and I'll go get a glass, and we'll try it. Okay. All right. I just figured out why my beer isn't very carbonated. It's like the gas isn't on it right now. It's on this one. So I have to put it back on that and finish carbonating it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those bubbles on the side of the glass. You guys see me here? I look like I'm all yellow or something. Well, you know what? You were staring at that screen back there. It's mucked up screwed up the white balance. Oh well. Here, I'll turn it off. And hopefully it'll readjust. So that's not going to stick around, that head, of course, but it will stay carbonated. It's fairly clear. Just a little chill hazed or whatever, I don't know if it's chill haze, but it's sort of hazy. And it's... Do you guys have Dr. Pepper where you live? It's like a cherry flavored soda. That's what it smells like. So let's give it a whirl. Cheers. That's really good. I'm not kidding you. It is. I wouldn't have even brought it on camera if it wasn't. I would have left it untold. I would have just hoped you guys forgot about it. But it did turn out nice, regardless of whatever happened. It didn't get ruined, and it's got a fair kick to it, about the same as a beer, which is about what the instructions said it would have. So it turned out great. Thank you very much for the person who sent me this, along with all the other stuff he sent. It's very good. It's very carbonated. It's very refreshing. It's slightly sweet, but not too much. And it tastes like berries. I mean, it's an excellent drink. So try this. Mangrove Jack's berry cider, mixed berry, or whatever, flavor you want. I think they've got apple, and you check out the website. Actually, I think they're a sponsor for the SJ Pour Challenge as well. So there you go. There you go. Let's give them a thumbs up for sure. And this is a really beautiful tasting drink. It's marvelous. Awesome. Well, as per Craig Tube tradition, now I'm double-fisted. Cheers. Okay, I'm going to go. Put that down there. But before I go, I'll just play you something off the top of my head, just because I feel like it. And turn that back on so I can... excuse me. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Have a good week. We'll see you Friday on my broadcast. And be safe, okay? Cheers.